Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to bring a review for Shaman King episode 28. So I'm not going to talk about things in order. I'm trying to save the juicy stuff till last. So let's start off with the team and the scene. So the team and the scene, and that is just basically for us to know that Jun and Pyron as a unit, they have gotten stronger than we have previously seen. As we learned that Pyron is not just his zombie self, or just basically we know that up until now Pyron has been fighting on by himself, spirit, zombie, whatever you want to call it. But now we know that he has now been modified, not to his liking because it goes against the whole code of the martial arts thing, but he's been modified, and now him and Jun as a unit, they are stronger. He's essentially now a cyborg, and that's what that scene there was for, just to show us that. I don't think there was any more importance to it, but that scene did make me think of something else, and another scene as well where we see the team that Yo's dad's team Mickey is supposed to be fighting. They're just waiting there, like no one has turned up yet. It did make me think, where is Yo's dad? Because he left last episode fairly early into the episode as well, and he has gone a whole episode and not resurfaced. And I know, like within the anime, time may not be running at the same pace as our time. For example, episodes about 20 minutes, so 20 minutes has passed for us and still no Yo's dad. So it might not be the case for the anime. It might even be more time that's passed, but I'm just want to wonder, where did Yo's dad go? How come he hasn't turned up here? Is the island that big? Do you see where I'm coming from? It's a problem. It's not that big of a problem, but it is something that I feel like Yo's dad. Where you at, bro? So there's that. So fairly early into the episode, we have Team Yo turn up and save the day. And now I'm not surprised that this happened. I thought it might have just been Yo by himself, but seeing Ryu and Faust there with you, not that big of a surprise. And now the whole thing here, where we have Ryu, is basically saying to Hao's minions, I forget the names. I'm really bad with names, but he's basically saying to them like, yo, if you want to continue to fight, will be your opponent. That really did give me One Piece vibes. And now any One Piece fans will know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bit where Shanks rolls up to the War of the Best, turns up and says, yo, if you guys want to continue to fight, we'll be your opponents. And he's just there with his best boys. And like, if you want to fight, we'll be your opponents. And nobody wanted it after that. That's the vibes I'm going to get. There was more hype in One Piece, but that's the vibes I was getting from this little scene right there. So during the scene as well, we have Yo just basically reiterate something I feel like everyone should know, but I personally feel like I know already. And that is, Ren has changed throughout the series thus far. He's not the same character as he was in episode 1 or whatever episode he was introduced in. He has changed. That is something that I've seen already, but it's reiterated to us within this episode just to let us know that's the only reason why Ren's in the current predicament that he is in now, because Yo even goes further and says like, oh, Ren was stronger. So yeah, there was that. So very plot convenient, but Felt says like there's nothing we can do, and I said it was plot convenient, so because we have to find another way to save Ren, and the way that is found leads us to the very cliffhanger of this episode. So the way that Yo has figured out that he can save Ren is to go to the Iron Maiden for help, but obviously because they are enemies, she ain't gonna do this for free. She says, yo, literally, yo, I will do this for you, but your time within the Shaman King tournament is up. And as I said, as the episode goes on, as they're on the way there, as you hear Yo talking throughout the whole episode and the very end of the episode as well, it seems like Yo is going to go through this without wavering 100%, making me think, is this it? Is Yo out of the competition? I personally think as of right now, because Yo is so adamant about doing this and he's not going to waver at all, this might lead to within the next episode I made in noticing this and saying, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna give you a freebie. I'll bring back your friend for free. I need you to stay in the competition kind of vibe. That's where I think we're heading. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Other stuff that happens within the episode is that we find out that the closer you come to death, or like just reviving from death itself, the closer you come to death and healing, or just reviving from death itself, that raises your Furyoku. That is part of the reason why Zeki's Furyoku is the level that it is at now. It's the reason why the Iron Maiden is always in a capture chamber. She's using that tactic to make herself stronger, and it's the reason why Ren is going to spike if he comes back to life. Because I'm personally not convinced that is the route we could take. I might just leave him dead. But I'm more than 50% certain that he's going to be revived. But if that happens, what happens to you? There's questions. But that whole thing, just finding that all of that as well, blatantly gave me Dragon Ball Z vibes. Any Dragon Ball Z fans out there will know what I'm talking about. Zenkai boost. It's typical. That's a very standard Saiyan trait, but yeah, it was just giving me that vibes. I think the last thing I want to talk about that I liked about the episode is the whole how Trey was feeling in the episode, because as you can see, he is very frustrated with his weakness right now. He wished that he could do more, and then he gets frustrated because he has his friend that is so much stronger than him, can do more, but willing to give up everything for one friend. But it's basically, at the end of the day, is that Trey's weakness is frustrating him, and I think that he walks off because he wants to train and get better and just do more about it. That's what I think the mangaka is trying to portray there with that little scene. And with Choco Love, I feel like he feels the same way, but he's dealing with it a different way. That not really clear on that yet, but I feel like that will come to pass within the next episode or two. Other than that, I don't think there's anything worth discussing. They're not villains. X-Laws. They're not villains, but I feel like we got more of a cheerier side for Marco and the Iron Maiden within this episode, especially when Marco is driving them to Yo's location with Manta. It's like, I've got a kind of a cheerier vibe from them. But other than that, don't think there's anything else I want to mention about this episode. I think it deserves a 3-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most important, take care. Have a nice day.